delay, so I'll explain that. Hello. Hi, people in the Coach Sneak Peek group. We are here live to answer all your wonderful questions. And we can be like, there's one of us at a time is going to talk. So let me just tell you how this is going to work, okay? So there are, I think, a total of 7 coaches here, and we're all going to share a little bit of our story, and then we have a subject to talk about. Feel free to ask questions. We will answer questions at the end, and we will keep track of them. And one of us might highlight some questions as we go along. So it's pretty much kind of off the cuff. We don't really follow any particular script. We just kind of speak from our heart. And so there is about a 20-second delay on, so if you do a comment below, and we might not see it for 20 seconds, but like I said, that's why it'll probably be easier to answer the questions at the end. But if there's something pressing, we could probably get to it. And so just bear with us. It'll be about an hour call. So, and we're very excited that you're here, and we're happy to have you. And Anna's going to go first. So I will turn it over to Anna. You might see me playing a little bit with the format. I like to highlight the person that's talking. So I'll play a little bit with like the screen display. But so Anna, go ahead.
All right. I am Anna. I've been coaching for about a year and a half now. I'm actually an attorney, which most people, I'm sure, find very strange that an attorney has left her corporate job, her office job, to pursue a job and a life in basically network marketing. But that's exactly what I did. I was an attorney that was very miserable. I'm sure you think, when you think attorney, you think, just like this glamorous job that they just must make this amazing money and they're just, like really happy. Well, that's not the case. That's actually not the case for probably about 80% of all attorneys. I'm actually probably, I don't tell very many people this, but very much in debt, drowning in debt, which made it so much worse to go to a job every day that you hated, a job that you were unappreciated, and you never saw your kids. I was lucky to see my kids for about 2 hours a day. I relied on the daycare to tell me how my 3-month-old ate and slept, and just basically I didn't know her. I was a weekend mom. And I am like still drowning in debt, but I reached a point in my life that I just finally just sat there one day and I just said, is this it? Am I going to be unhappy for the rest of my life doing this job that I thought that I wanted when I was like 12? And I just thought, no, this is not what I want to do. And I just looked around, and at the time I was doing 21 Days Fit. I was in a challenge group, just trying to get my life back together physically, because I was exhausted and I was overweight, and I couldn't even button my suit jacket to work. That was embarrassing. So I just looked at her, and she kept talking about this coaching opportunity within our group, and I didn't even have time to even research this opportunity. And I finally did. I finally looked into it because my husband and I were just like, something has to change. You need to either quit your job or you need to stay at home. But how can we make this work? We have 2 kids. We would love for you to stay home, but there's just no way that you can do that. And I just thought, but I think there is, I'm like, I have my coach that talks about this opportunity all the time, how, she's able to bring in this extra income. And I see other people talk about how they have left their jobs and their husbands have left their jobs and they've made a life out of it. And I just thought, why can't I? So I really just started looking into it, and together we made a decision that I was going to quit my job and I was going to stay at home with the kids, and I started coaching full time. And it's been incredible. My husband and I have finally been able to tackle the student loan debt that we couldn't have tackled even when I was working as an attorney. It made no sense. So I just asked you guys today, like, what is your dream? Like, how do you see yourselves? Are you sitting at a job every day that you are just like in tears? Are you dreading Monday as, Sunday comes to an end and you're just like, I'm going to have to pass off my 3-month-old baby to somebody and not see them, for hours. And I wasn't going to do that anymore. And I don't think that anybody should do that anymore. You should be doing something that, is going to better your life. You shouldn't be sitting in a job that you're just miserable in and you're not going anywhere. So, if that's you and you have this dream to be debt free or to be home with your kids and spend time, like, what is your plan? Like, how do you plan on doing that? Do you plan on paying off debt with a job that has no, promise for you? Like, are you kind of just there and existing? Because I know I was, and I don't think that, anybody should do that. So here we have an opportunity that we're presenting to you guys that you guys, you can get out of that. It is entirely possible. I've watched other people do it. And like I said, my husband and I, we are in the process of doing that ourselves. We are paying off debt. We've paid over $12,000 in debt in the last 4 months. And that is partly because of Beachbody. Like, there's no way I could just be at home and be able to contribute to financial freedom. So I just ask you guys, like, if that's you, what is your plan? And, how long is that going to take? Like, what you're doing now. So that's my story. That's my question to you guys. So now it's Nikki, and she's going to talk about coaching and basically, like, what do we do? Like, how do we make this possible? So
awesome. I love your story.
Oh, thank you.
So I wish I could move my face so I can look in this camera. My name is Nikki Johnson, and I have been a coach for 3.5 years now. And I kind of fell into this by accident. It was not something that I was looking for. I was on my own weight loss journey after having 2 kids and gaining a ton of weight. And I accidentally found T25, which is one of our awesome workout programs. And I just started sharing my journey because I knew that I wanted to hold myself accountable. I'm like one of those people that if I start something and I don't tell anybody about it, then it just, I will cheat or I won't succeed. So I knew that if I could share what I was doing, that I would be more successful. So I just started sharing my journey. Hey, Tara, on Facebook and on my blog, and people started watching me and started kind of asking me what I was doing. And so I got approached to become a Beachbody coach, and I was very skeptical. I didn't really know what it entailed. I just knew I did not want to sell stuff, and I'm not good at that kind of thing. But I was literally, we had no money. My mom was helping us pay our rent. We were just down to nothing. We'd gotten laid off. And so it was one of those things where I was I definitely really couldn't afford to do it, but I also couldn't afford not to do it. And so I just said to myself, what do I have to lose? And let's just see what happens and see how this goes. And as soon as I signed up, and I started doing the training, because Beachbody has awesome training and our team has amazing training. I just kind of got hooked. I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm already trying to help people and teach them what I'm doing. And this kind of goes hand in hand with that. And I don't have to do any of the work. Beachbody already provides nutrition plans for us, and they provide workouts for us. Literally, we are just accountability buddies. That's all I was really doing, was I was just asking people to join me and hold me accountable, but in the same time, I was holding them accountable. So we were partners in this whole thing. And then that's just kind of how it started for me. And I just took it and ran with it. And Beachbody does not guarantee any success or income, but I have to say that. But I was able to quit my freelance jobs. I was able to retire my husband from his corporate career. I have built multiple six figures. We have moved because we're not tied down to a job. So we moved to where we wanted to move to. And we had a third baby because before we couldn't afford to have a third baby. And now we have our third baby. He's 6 months old. And I'm on another weight loss journey. So it's just, back almost to where I was. So that's really the short story of how I became a coach. It was really accidental. And network marketing wasn't like a big thing back then. So I know it is a big thing now. A lot of people are looking to supplement their income, to build a business. And that's so awesome because I feel like, we have this huge opportunity to really make an income and just really build our dreams and be our own bosses. And that was the biggest fuel for me, was that I wanted to be my own boss. I did not want people telling me when I could take vacation or when I could take sick days. And I really wanted to be home with my kids. Like Anna talked about, having to send her kid to daycare. That was like a huge driving force for me because I did not want to have to go back to work. I did not want to miss out on those moments. And now it's so cool that my husband is the same. He gets to raise our baby. We get to be with our babies all the time. It's so amazing. So anyways, what do we do as coaches? You're like, what do you do as a Beachbody coach every single day? We just play on Facebook. Just kidding. But kind of, we are, we have this thing called a power hour. So if you are really tight with your schedule, if you have a full-time job, or even if you're a stay-at-home mom, it is hard to kind of like find time in the day to work on a business and also get your workout in and really work on yourself. So we have like power hours where we give you a list of what you should do in whatever amount of time. If you don't have a full hour, then do like 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there and fit it in when you can. But it's all about growing your social media. So many people say, oh, I don't have a lot of following. That doesn't matter. We teach you how to do that. So we give you a training and you go through the training, and in your power hour, you start talking to new people on social media. And we teach you how to post on social media. So you have really awesome posts. Maybe that's why you're in this group, because the person who invited you or you reached out to, like, you were intrigued by their post. So we teach you all of that. We teach you about personal development, and that's about growing yourself. And that's so important to your journey because you're going to have naysayers and you're going to have people who doubt you. And it's really, really important that you push through that and keep moving forward. And that's what's so great about our team too, is that when those kind of things happen, you have somebody to lean on. You have this whole community, this family of people. And like the weirdest thing is, we would have all never met if it weren't for coaching. We're like we're all these friends, and we talk on the computer every day, and we just feel like we're family. So pretty much we will help you along the way to build this business however the way that you want it. If you want to build it fast or if you want to build it slow. So basically the vital behaviors of Beachbody, and this is what we preach the most, is you need to work on yourself first and then help other people. So you're doing your workout every day. You're drinking your Shakeology every day. You're doing your personal development every day. And then you're talking to people every day. You're connecting, or you're adding value to people's life, or, you're just giving love. That's really what this is all about, is just making people feel better, brightening their day, and then holding them accountable to their goals. So hosting online accountability groups where, they're helping you just as much as you're helping them. I don't know where I would be if I wasn't a coach. I would be way falling off the wagon probably, or yo-yo dieting forever. So I'm so grateful to my accountability groups and my coaches. And so that is really what this is all about. And I think it can get overcomplicated, but really it just comes down to like trying to be the best version of yourself, reaching your goals, and then helping others do the same thing. And really that's what makes the world go round. Do you think I missed anything when you talk about day to day? What do you think, Alex? Do you think I covered it all? Oh, she's muted. Can you unmute her? Do you think I covered everything?
Yeah, you did. I think it was awesome.
Cool. Didn't know if I missed anything in my excitement.
No, no, I think it was good.
Awesome. Well, you take it away.
All right. So my name is Alexandra, and I have been a coach for 2 years. 2 years this month. So I fell into coaching. I was actually shared the coaching opportunity by my coach is a coach on our team. She's not going to be on live tonight, but I have always been very like into social media just because my family's all over the US. So I've always been on it, and I always love working out. I love food. I was on my own sort of personal nutrition wellness journey before coaching because I have a lot of allergies, food allergies that were discovered when I was pregnant with my second child. So I have two boys, one's 4 and one's almost 7. So I knew about Beachbody. Well, I knew about the workouts. When I was pregnant, I purchased T25 just online because I think I probably saw an infomercial. I don't even know. And it just sat on the shelf. I've always been someone that goes to the gym just because I had the time. But when I had my first child, it got harder. And then when I had my second child, it was impossible. So I fell off. I was like in a rut. I wasn't taking care of myself. And I heard about coaching. And I was like, I don't need to do that. Like, I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't want to share my personal life with anyone. And I'm okay because I had just joined a gym again. I did some like 6-month trial at a local gym, and it was really hard because I knew that I needed to take care of myself. I knew that it was important as a mother, but it was so hard. I was going to the gym at night at like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, or I was going right after work, and I work a full-time job. So I would put my kids in, daycare all day, and then I would pick them up at 5 o'clock and I would put them back in daycare, and talk about mom guilt. So that was not working. So that's when I started going late. And then I was just getting miserable. I was tired. I was drowning. I started eating shit, excuse my language. And I was like,
oh no.
And I said no for 6 months. And finally, 1 month after working out at the gym for 4 months consistently, I said, you know what? Why not? I'm going to just start doing T25. So I did it on my own for like a month, and I had amazing results. And then I just signed up, and I just like went all in. I said, I need to do this for my family. At the exact same time, ironically enough, I all of a sudden had to come up with $1,000 more a month to send my son to daycare that my family did not have. And I needed to do something. So for me, like finding a supplemental income was something. And so I dove in, and I loved it, and I still love it. And I love helping people. I love sharing with other mothers like myself that you need to take care of yourself. It's a personal thing for me too, because my mother was not healthy. She is not healthy. She had a stroke when she was in her 60s, which I believe could have been prevented if she had taken care of herself as a mother. I mean, she had 5 children. I'm the oldest of 5. So not to say that it could have been, but she just didn't take time for herself. And I think that all mothers need to understand that has to be done. So that's what I try to share on my journey. So I am going to share with you a little bit about, on the coaching side, about what this opportunity pays. So as a coach, we do make income. We help people get started on their fitness journey, and we maybe you know, maybe you don't. We have these bundles that kind of encompass everything that we believe in. So fitness, nutrition, and accountability. And we have challenge packs is what they're called, and we do make commission on products. So we make 25% commission on those products. And then when you grow your team, kind of starting when you add coaches to your team, and you can start getting bonus incomes by having a team, which is like your first rank advancement, which is 2 people. And if you're a human being, then you know 2 people that you can help getting started with their health and fitness, and have them join your team, and just help them do what you're doing. And then you just make income depending on what you put on it. It's your business. No one's pushing you to be anything that you don't want to be. You can grow slow, like a turtle, or you can grow fast. It's totally up to you. And it's all about just sharing your journey, sharing what you know and what you learn with your team. And you make income on that. There's nothing weird. When I started coaching, or before I did, I was like, okay, there has to be a catch. This has to be a pyramid scheme. I didn't really know what that was, but first of all, they're illegal. And second of all, like I don't know, like we do not get paid from like product that our coaches sell. Like when my coach adds someone to their team, I don't make anything. I make money on how my team does as a whole. It's from volume, and there's a calculation, but it's all about growing and sharing. I think that's it. I don't know. Am I missing anything? I'm not even looking at our little chat here. Am I good? Good boy, I have like a million screens open.
Okay, I guess Anne-Marie.
Am I good? Can you guys hear me? As I lost my voice. Well, I'm Anne-Marie, and I've been coaching almost exactly for 18 months now. On the 9th, I think today's the 7th, it'll be 18 months. And so I'm not exactly a super new coach, but on the newer end of some of the coaches that are with us today. But a little bit about me, and this is kind of a little side note. So I have twins. They're 5.5, identical girls, and then my son is 3.5. And we are very busy, and they are very busy, and that requires a lot of energy. And today we actually went on a hike. We went on a 2.3 mile hike down to the beach and back. And let's just say before Beachbody, that would have not happened. It would have not happened because I did not want to get out of bed. I did not have the energy. And if you guys have kids, you know how hard it is to gather everything and get it all ready to go and out the door. It's just a lot of work. Okay. And it takes a lot of mental power to do this. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. This huge victory of today. I was thinking about that when we got back, and I'm I still have energy. I'm not wiped out from the day, which I would have been last time or before I started Beachbody. So another huge thing that kind of started me off, my dad was 49 years old when he passed away. When he was 48, he had a heart attack. He was very healthy. He was a runner, wrestling coach. He didn't even have a lot of body fat on him. He ate pretty decently. And so it just was kind of a wake-up call, I think, to our whole family. And at the time, I wasn't healthy. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was dealing with boredom. And Beachbody saved me in so many ways. I was able to, lose that baby weight. I was able to get in the best shape of my life. And then I became a coach. And I became a coach on December 9th. And he passed away a couple weeks later. And when he did that, I realized that there's just so much more to what I can do with my life than what I was doing. And I felt like that I could really have this impact on other people and make a difference and finally have this purpose that I had always been wanting to have. And in the process, I was working on myself. And in working on myself, I worked on my family, and my relationships changed. I wasn't yelling at my kids all the time. And like I said, like today, I have energy to do stuff with them, and I can get our stuff together and out the door without that overwhelming anxiety that I had before. My husband and I were actually more than roommates. We used to only be roommates, and now we have this connection. We actually work out together every morning. And it's been the most amazing marriage therapy that I've ever had. It's just changed everything. And so Dad died. I realized that there are so many people in my life, my personal life, that could benefit from working out and eating healthy. And I know that if I have people in my life, then other people have lots of people in their lives. And I thought, well, if I can build a group of us that are all doing the same thing, then what kind of impact are we going to leave? We're going to just like be this huge ripple and make a difference in so many people's lives. And so I started growing my team, and I also wanted to run a marathon in Hawaii. So we live in Seattle, the Seattle area, and my family, because we didn't have the extra income for it. And I thought, well, with Beachbody, maybe some extra. In December of last year, 2016, Tim and I both ran the Honolulu Marathon. And it was all thanks to Beachbody. And like Nikki said, you can't guarantee any level of income or success. Beachbody doesn't, because it's all up to, your hard work and your diligence. But it was just this amazing thing of I lost my dad. I am able to impact my family, better myself. And when I get messages from my challengers that, like I have this one challenger, and I'll never forget it. It was a couple months, or like over 10 years, she had been over 200 pounds. And she said every year before her birthday, she's like, I'm going to be over 200 pounds. She said, I'm going to be under 200 pounds by my birthday every year for 10 years. And she joined my challenge group in February. Her birthday is the end of June. And she did a couple of rounds of 21-day fix. And I got a message from her at the beginning of June saying that she was officially under 200 pounds. She lost over 40 pounds in those couple of months. And I can't even tell you guys how amazing that feels to know that if I hadn't reached out to her and she hadn't have put in all her hard work and her effort, that she wouldn't have got to that goal that she'd been waiting 10 years to get to. I think that overall, like this, I just can't even express how amazing this job is. And officially, Tim put in his notice, and at the end of the month, he's no longer at home with us, and we're going to be doing this together, because we both know that with both of us working the business, we'll be able to impact more people. And also, like what Nikki said, what Anna said, what Alexa said, Alexandra said, I'm sorry, about wanting to be there for your kids. Tim feels the same way. And I know Ben, Nikki's husband, is home too, but he really wants to be a part of that. And I can't even express how excited we are and how amazing this journey is going to be. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. I know that Lori's going to go on now and kind of talk a little bit about some of the myths some people have. This would be a great question or time to ask questions. And I think at the end you can ask some more too. But that's basically my story.
Awesome. I got all choked up. So because of your challenger. And I think, that's why we do this, because we are making a difference. And every single person who's a coach does this for the love of the bottom line, helping people. And the fact that the byproduct is us getting healthier and helping our families get healthier and just being richer in friendships, all that's just icing on the cake, and getting paid for it. So my story is I'm kind of like the senior representative of the bunch. So my daughter is Nikki. So you saw the younger version of me, but she kind of got me into this whole thing. I was somebody who hated network marketing. And if you ever told me that I would end up having a career in it, I would tell you were crazy. So, and really how I got started, and I don't know if I ever would have gotten started if it weren't for Nikki and somebody I trusted. But I was just, reaching that age in life where things were, not as easy as they used to be. So I've always liked to work out, and I've always maintained a pretty good figure. I was a fat teenager, so I lost 30 pounds when I was a freshman in high school, and I swore that I would never, ever weigh that much again. So fast forward to, 54 years old, and I was getting ready for my youngest daughter's wedding, and I got on the scale, and I actually weighed 2 pounds more than I did when I was a fat teenager. And that was like my aha moment, where I was like, I better get my S together. I need to get my shit together. And the thing, I talk about this a lot, but the thing that really got me started is my arms. So if you want to look at my arms here, those were flabby, gross, and I was embarrassed to wear a dress to my daughter's wedding. And I was going dress shopping, and I was like, I'm determined to make my arms look good. And I always had this dream of looking like Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2. I mean, she's working out in the prison, and she's got these great arms. And I never was able to achieve that goal until I was 55 friggin' years old. And that's what Beachbody gave me, is arms like Linda Hamilton. But so I started out just wanting to, lose 10 pounds, 15 pounds. And I did it to really support my daughter, because she had just started coaching, and I wanted to support her. And what happened, as it happens to a lot of coaches, is we just kind of fell in love with the products. I could never sell something that I didn't truly believe in. And Shakeology changed my life. And it was like, I never took shakes. I never did shakes. I think I bought Slim Fast once, and they stayed in my pantry, never used them. But so I was somebody who was constipated all the time. I had a really problem with pooping, and so that's part of my story too. I share that a lot because I want to help women who might be a constipated mess like I was. So my arms and my constipation were my problems, and so that's what Beachbody gave me, poop and arms. So I, and that you talk about poop a lot when one of your friends on Facebook sends you a t-shirt that has a poop emoji lifting a weight. But, so anyways, I started in October. It was October 4th. In fact, my granddaughter's birthday, her third birthday, I'll never forget the day. And I started working out to T25, and I, over the holidays, lost 10 inches. I only lost 4 pounds. It's kind of the beginning of me realizing that it's not all about this number on the scale. It's about how you feel and the inches. So I lost a whole pant size over the holidays, which was pretty friggin' amazing, because I didn't really clean up my nutrition until later that year, until the spring, when I really got in great shape. But Shakeology was a big key to it, because once I started drinking Shakeology, I didn't want to eat crap, and it helped me poop. Probably most of that 10 pounds was poop. So anyways, I just loved the whole format. I was somebody who skipped the gym, even though I said I worked out 5 times a day on the doctor's forms. I just fell in love with the format. I fell in love with Shakeology, and I fell in love with just that. The workouts just pushed me. They pushed me like I didn't push myself. You basically have a super trainer in your living room telling you what to do. And so, when my daughter approached me about, I could get a discount on Shakeology, and I remember she approached me in the kitchen, and I told her that it was really sketchy, and not, that was I didn't like that at all. And I didn't like the fact that I was on auto ship, because I didn't read the fine print, and I didn't know I was on auto ship. But that's, I knew I was going to drink Shakeology. So I just told her, I don't care. I'll just pay the full price. So anyways, another month went by, and like I said, it's a process, and it's kind of an evolution as you kind of are going through the experience and transforming. So it's as much a mental evolution as it is a physical evolution. And so by the end of the second month, when she brought up the discount, I was like, okay, I'll do the discount. That's fine. So I was glad that she was brave enough to ask me. And then probably within 2 weeks, and I had no intention of coaching, but within 2 weeks, I went to an event with her. It's called Super Saturday, and I got to see some other coaches speak. And one of them really was a lot like me. I was a corporate person. I worked. I was a project manager in IT, so I was around software developers all day long, and so I didn't know when I could retire. I didn't have a plan for retirement. I was not real passionate about what I was doing, but I was super passionate about fitness and about being healthy and about like just the whole thing that was Beachbody. And so I went to this event and I saw this guy talking, and he had a similar job to me, and he was a like top coach. And I was like, why can't I do what he does? Why can't I make this my career? At the time, he was still doing it part-time, and his full-time job he was still doing it on the side. And so this business is just one of those businesses that you can work on the side. And what they say is you can do it in the cracks of your life, and you can just do it just a little bit and dabble and learn and develop that skill set. And, it's no different than kind of going to college part-time. So you're learning, you're growing, and you're continuing to help people, and you're continuing to stay in shape. And so to me, that was, I think if I didn't have that small transition into being a coach and then kind of dabbling in it at first, and then after a couple of weeks, I was just like, I'm doing this, I'm going all in. And for 18 months, I did it part-time, and then I moved into it full-time about 2 years ago. I've been a coach for 3.5 years, and I've never looked back. I've never regretted it. I don't miss my corporate life. Every Sunday night, which used to be my worst night of my week, I would get really depressed, and Monday mornings was like dragging my butt out of bed and into the office. And every Monday morning I get up, and it's the thing that I'm most I write down 3 things I'm grateful for every week or every day. And I think every week on Monday mornings, I'm just thankful I'm here, and I'm for my job. So that's pretty much my story. I want to go into objections and what we hear a lot of people say and why they're stalling on getting started as a coach. So and one I'd like to address straight off the bat, and for me it's like age. Like, people my age can't do this. People my age have limiting beliefs on what they're capable of and what, and they look at people who are younger, like my fellow teammates on this call, and they think they can't do what you guys do. And that is so full of baloney, because like I have surprised myself. I didn't know anything about anything social media. I learned everything from scratch. And so even though I was like in the IT department, I wasn't a software developer. I was somebody who just like managed schedules. So anybody can do this job. It doesn't matter. You're not too young. You're not too old. You're not too fat. You're not too thin. You're not too stupid. You're just not. I mean, you can do anything. It's all what you believe in, and that's why a lot of what we do is personal development. And you read, when you join as a coach, your sponsor coach mentors you and helps you and overcome those limiting beliefs. And so part of that is finding books that really help you grow in the areas that you need to grow in. And so so that is one, that these self-limiting beliefs, and that you can't do something when you so totally can. If you're passionate about something and you love it, you can do anything. So one is that, and I get this a lot from people who are like in my challenge group. And if I can, a lot of times when you're in a challenge group, if you see somebody really enjoying the challenge and you see somebody really engaging and supporting other people in the challenge group, they're going to be a good coach because they're already doing it in a challenge group. And so you bring it up in a conversation with them, and the first response, I just had this conversation yesterday with somebody, and I said, you would be a really good coach. She's already posting her food pictures on everything she's eating, and she says she loves meal planning. And so she said, oh, no, I can't do that. I'm not where I need to be. Well, it's funny. You're more relatable as you're going through your journey than when you reach the end of your journey. And you know what another objection is when people reach the end of their journey, they say, well, I don't have a journey to share. Or if they're skinny and they don't have a journey to share. They like, well, I can't because I was never fat and I didn't lose weight. And so you can think up any kind of like reason not to join, but the opposite is usually true. One of the top coaches right now, she is very overweight, but she shares her struggles on social media, and the people that join her are the people that really relate to her. And so you don't have to be in a perfect body. You don't have to be, have a perfect transformation. You just have to show that you are there to help people. You're there to listen to people, and you are doing the work. If you're making progress and you're sharing your journey and you're sharing that you did your workout and you shared that it was a struggle, then that's all you need to be as a coach. You need to be a light for somebody else and an inspiration. And the struggle, usually sharing that struggle, is inspiration enough. So another thing is not enough time. So that was I was the queen of not enough time. So if I could fit this into my schedule, and a workout, which is honestly 30 minutes, couldn't believe that I could do a workout and get in the best shape of my life at 55 in 30 minutes a day, which is what I did. So I was the busiest person on the planet. So basically, I'd like to put it this way. If you're working out at a gym, you're probably spending half an hour, 15 to 30 minutes driving to the gym, and then you're probably spending an hour on your workout. So that's about close to 2 hours of time a day you're in your current schedule. If you started to do Beachbody workouts, you'd cut an hour and a half off that because you're only doing a 30-minute workout a day, and then you have an hour and a half to apply to this job that you could more than do what you need to do for this job in an hour and a half a day. So I would do it when I got up in the morning. I checked my messages. When I take my lunch break, I always ate lunch at my desk. So doing this and reaching out to people and messaging them on my lunch break was actually more productive than I was before. And then I would get home and I'd work out in the evening, and then I'd do a little bit of work in the evenings around whatever was going on in my life at the time. So, and then I listened to a call of another top coach, and she was a teacher when she started the business. And so what she did was she would message people first thing in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, and people don't have to be there when you message them. They get the message, they message you back. The following day, she would respond to the messages. So she kind of worked an hour a day before she went to her teaching job. And then she was building a franchise business with her fiance. And so she didn't have time in the evening because she was building her franchise business. So it was amazing what little time she had, but she got it done. And she would just do all of her messaging that she needed to do every day from like 5 to 6 o'clock in the morning. And then the next day she would continue. And then the next day she would continue. So basically 7 hours a week. So anyways, and maybe she worked a little bit more on the weekends. I don't know. But that was the way she described it. And I was like, wow, you just have to be really on the ball with your time management if you're really busy. But it's so doable. Most everybody in this business started the business as a part-time side hustle. And if you want it, you'll make it happen. I wanted to retire from my job in 18 months, and I did. So, and then the other thing is, I have two more. Pyramid scheme. So first of all, network marketing, like I said, sketchy. I did not want to join a network marketing company. I would recommend, if you have any questions about the company, that you research it. It was kind of funny because I joined this company not doing any research. If I had done any kind of job interview, I would have researched the company. But because I trusted my daughter, because I liked the products, I signed up. and I had no intention when I signed up of working the business, like I said. What I found out was this is the most unbelievable company that I would, in a heartbeat, go to work for as a corporate employee. It is the leadership of the company. They walk their talk. They all work out. They're committed to the products. They love the products. They love the coaches. They support us like crazy. They're funny. I love their sense of humor. I'm funny, so I love they are so funny. But they have hearts of gold, and the mission of our company to change people's lives by helping them be having them be healthy and more fulfilling lives. That's what we as coaches do, and that's a mission I can stand behind. So, it's got a great mission, great leadership, quality company, ethical company. I just, to me, it's all about ethics in the end. And so back to pyramid scheme, network marketing companies are not pyramid schemes. Pyramid schemes are basically where you recruit people and there's no product that's being transferred. So, and those are illegal, and you don't find those anymore because there's a lot of regulations on network marketing companies now. And the government's pretty strict about, like I said, they really regulate network marketing companies. One of the things about Beachbody that I love is that a lot of network marketing companies, they pay people to recruit people. We don't get any money for recruiting people. We only get money in terms of bonuses if our coaches have success. It's very similar to any sales organization you'll see in the real world. We do not get a cent for signing up a coach. So, and I love that model because I think when you have a model that incents people for recruitment, then bad stuff happens. People recruit for the wrong reasons. So I love that about the company. So I would encourage anybody who is maybe a researcher to just look into the company. And, I remember when I walked away from my first summit, which is our annual meeting every year. And I was like, this is the real deal. I was so impressed, and I love our CEO. I love the two right-hand guys of the company. They are a trio to adore, honestly. So anyways, and then the last thing, you don't have to be an expert. Some people think, oh, I don't know enough. I don't know technology. People think, oh, I don't know. I'm not a good salesperson. This is not about selling. We do not sell. We share. We share what we love. And then we ask people if they want to join us. It's as simple as that. We help people. We shine a light on health and fitness for people. We save people's lives, and that's our mission. And so we don't really sell anything. And most of us don't like salespeople, and we are really skeezed out by them. So I wouldn't call myself a salesperson. When I started, I had less than 200 friends on Facebook, and I didn't even know how. I never had been in a Facebook group. I didn't know how to create a group. I didn't even know I think, and I still am guilty of posting in the wrong place. I did a live video on my regular timeline the other day that I meant to do in a private group. I was like, oh no. So I know Nikki showed me a couple of things. I was like, I don't know how to do this. And she's like, I'm a mom. So you don't have to be an expert. I've learned so much, and it's really exciting at my age to know that you still have a brain that is absorbing. And so get that out of your mindset if you think you need to be an expert, because we have so much training, as Nikki alluded to earlier, that really teaches you what you need to know, everything that you need to know. In fact, we didn't have that training. Now we have even social media training about how to build your business on social media. So I think I got everything covered, and sorry, I probably talked too long. So I'm going to turn it over to Julia to close us out.
Lori, so for everyone who's stuck around until now, Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay. So what you have heard for the past 50 minutes is everyone's stories. And if you don't even have to be on for a long time. You don't have to know anything about this business or coaching or Beachbody to hear someone's genuineness and sincerity in their stories. And everyone here has shared, their stories and reasons about why they got into coaching. And if anything, I hope that you walk away knowing that, we all have different backgrounds. We all have different reasons. And it doesn't matter where you are in life. Seriously, like Lori said, it doesn't matter if you're young or old or big or thin. It really doesn't matter. You just need a lot of heart to be in this business. So let me share a little bit about my story. I have been coaching for about 2 years now. I have 2 kids, 3 and 1. When my first was a little over a year, I don't know if it was, I had lost a lot of weight initially, and then I just went through a period where I gained a lot of weight. And I was just like, it was this snowball. You gain weight, you feel sluggish, you're tired, you feel fatigued, low energy, you get irritable, you get moody, you feel lazy, you feel like, it's literally everything. I felt like it went so deep as to what's my purpose in life and, what am I doing? And I just felt really frustrated. And as a first-time mom where I'm navigating motherhood, you have like not the loss of friendships, but friendship, it changes because your priority now is your child. And it was just a lot of changes and transitions, and it was, I guess, difficult for me. And so I had gained a lot of weight. I know it didn't look like it in pictures. I know it didn't look like it in my selfies because I'm just really good at taking selfies and wearing clothes and knowing the right angle. So my chin and I look really skinny. And so I don't think anyone believes me when I say that I did gain a lot of weight, and I was at my heaviest at that time when my son was about a year and 4 or 5 months. And I was in bed and I was it was just unhappy. I was really unhappy. And I was in bed scrolling through Facebook like most of us do at night, mindlessly. That's what I just did every night for an hour. Do you know that you can easily scroll through Facebook for an hour without even thinking about it? It doesn't feel like it, but it's such a time suck. So I was doing that, and I came across one of my college friends who was, she was kind of bigger in high school or in college, and she, was like, I lost all this weight and I feel amazing, and the Beachbody programs and Shakeology and these challenge groups. And I was like, what is all this? What is all this? So I didn't know what it was. I never even heard of Beachbody. Definitely never heard of Shakeology. But I just messaged her because I was at that point where I was just so low and so desperate for a change, anything, that I just reached out and messaged her. And I haven't even talked to her in years. And it had to be over 10 years. I had not even talked to this girl. Messaged her. I was like, hey, I just saw your post. Hey, it's been a long time, but can you tell me more about what you're doing? I'm kind of in a place where I need to do something and anything. And so she spent some time, and she called me the next day. We spent an hour on the phone catching up, and she was telling me everything. You just Beachbody programs, you choose a fitness program, there's a calendar, you just follow it every single day. A lot of the programs are 30 minutes. It comes with, portion control containers. You can get the superfood health shake, the accountability groups. Honestly, I did not care about the shakes. I'm like, I'm Korean. We don't really like ice cold things. And I'm not going to drink a shake every day. I need meat. I need rice. I need soup. I need food that's of substance. I'm not going to drink a shake. That's not fun for me. So whatever. And then the accountability groups, honestly, now I love them. They're the #1 reason why I can work out every single day. But then I was like, this is cheesy. I'm not going to talk to people online. This is so cheesy. So I was like, all right. I'm not even interested in that. So I wasn't interested in the shakes. I wasn't interested in the accountability groups. I was interested in the workouts only. But she was like, it comes as a bundle. So I was like, all right, you know what? Whatever I'm doing or have done in the past clearly did not work and does not work. So I'm going to just do whatever you tell me to do 100%. I'll drink the shake, I'll participate in the accountability group, and I'll work out every day. She's like, all right. And she's like, there's a 30-day, money back guarantee. So I was like, all right, what's it going to hurt? I can get my money back. So I signed up, I did it. And she asked about coaching, and I said, no. I'm not interested in coaching. I just want to work out. My husband and I already run a taekwondo business, martial arts studio. We already own our own business. I don't need anything else on my plate. So she was like, all right, I just want to put that out there. 3 days into drinking my shake every day, working out and participating in a challenge group, it just like was this click. I had this like epiphany, eureka moment, like call to Jesus moment where I was like, every single person in the world, all my friends, all my family, anybody I come in contact with needs to know about this, because on the real, how many people do you know who complain about their weight? I'm tired. I feel fat. I need to lose weight. Oh, I don't feel like exercising. You hear it every single day, right? From your coworkers, from somebody in line at Target, you see something on social media. Every single day you come across men and women who are complaining about how they look and feel. And so for me, I was like, I can help the whole world with this, because it's not just, like Weight Watchers, where it's just like, or Jenny Craig, where it's just the food. It's not just the workouts. It's not just, like the coaching and the accountability groups. It's everything. This is the only thing on the planet that offers you every single thing, like literally everything. And so anyways, that moment is how I started coaching. That moment is the moment I decided I needed to share this with everyone and help even one person change their life. So yes, okay, so that was my story. A little passionate there towards the end, because I think this is flipping genius. So if you're seeing this and you're like, all right, you know what? I love this. I want to be a coach. How do I sign up? All right, how much does it cost? There's 2 ways that you can go about this. One, you pay a $40 coach sign-up fee. It doesn't come with shakes. It doesn't come with workouts. It doesn't really come with anything, but you have you pay the $40 and you can start coaching. In my opinion, that I don't know anyone who's done that. I know Nikki Johnson did for a little bit just because she didn't have money, but her purpose was to earn commission and money to buy a challenge pack, which she eventually did. So that's the number 2 way to become a coach. You purchase a challenge pack. What is a challenge pack? It is a bundle that comes with all sorts of things. It comes with a month's supply of Shakeology. You're choosing. You can pick, there's a ton of different flavors, vegan, regular. You can get a bag of 30 servings or a box with 24 individual packets. It comes with portion control containers. It comes with all the workouts. So you have something called an all access pass, which grants you a yearly subscription, okay, to Beachbody On Demand, which is the Netflix of workouts. Again, nothing like this that I know of in the world, right? You have access to over 500 workouts, over $7,000 worth of content, and not only existing programs, but any future releases. So we have something called, there's a new fitness program called the Shift Shop. It's going to drop mid-July. You're going to have access to that. You're going to have access to Shanti Week all next week. Anything new that's going to come out in the next year, you will have access to it. And it comes with the shakes, the portion control containers. It comes with all the workouts. It comes with unlimited entry into monthly accountability groups. Okay. And again, that's the number 1 reason I've been able to work out every single day. When I started, my goal was to work out 2 to 3 times a week. Now I work out 5 to 7 days a week. Legit, no lie. And it also comes with one-on-one coaching. It comes with all those different things. Normally, that bundle is $199. That comes out to be, I think, like $16 a month. Like, so cheap, right? Gym memberships cost way more than that. Right now, until the end of August, it's on sale. So $199 is already amazing, but it's on sale for $160, y'all. $160. It's insane. It's practically free. It's practically free for all that. And that comes out to be like $13 a month, right? $13. What do you spend $13 a month? You spend, I don't know, Starbucks, fast food, a lot of crap. $13, and you're going to be in the best shape of your life. You're going to feel rewarded helping other people. You're going to nourish yourself, fuel yourself. Is it worth it? Yes, no doubt. What else? other costs, if you want, it comes with one bag of Shakeology, but if you want to enjoy it every single month, because theoretically, you should be drinking it every single day. I know I do. You're going to have to, that's a separate cost, an investment. And then there's a $15.95 business service fee, which takes care of a slew of things. It comes with 3 websites, 24/7 customer service for all your customers and clients. It comes with 24/7 coach relations. So if you need help navigating, the business side of things, you're going to get 24/7 service. It comes with shipping and handling of all the products. You don't have to worry about that. You don't carry any products either. People go to the website and Beachbody does all that for you. So that's awesome. That's a big difference than other MLMs. It takes care of all the accounting. It has a back office, a customer management software system. You can send emails, all sorts of things. It organizes your customer client list. And I mentioned that my husband and I run a taekwondo studio. To pay somebody to design a website, to pay someone to do your accounting, to purchase a customer service, like a management software system, all these different things, it would cost hundreds of dollars a month. So to pay $15.95, let's not even talk about this anymore because it's ethically free. So there you have it. That's the cost of everything. If you're interested, contact the coach that invited you to this. Get more information. There is a deadline to sign up this Sunday by midnight. So you have a couple of days to kind of think over it. This is recorded. Rewatch this. Talk to your coach. Do research, whatever you need to do, and make the decision by Sunday night midnight. On Monday, we're going to have a welcome coach call, and we're just going to get started in changing yourself and changing the world. Mic drop.
Great job. Squeezing it in there. I know I didn't give you a lot of time. Does anybody have questions for us before we leave you to go do whatever you need to do on this Wednesday night? Hopefully we covered everything. No questions means that we were really good at covering all the topics.
Yeah.
All right. Guess we're done then.
Yes, I had fun.
Yeah. Thanks for Julia spearheaded this one this evening. It's really great. Just teamwork all the way around. Usually one of us coaches is like the pusher, and then the other ones just kind of come along. So we just kind of take turns being pushers. And it works out. So thanks for that, Julia.
Yes, for sure.
All right. So I'm going to end the broadcast.
Yeah, we didn't have any questions? I felt like I thought I saw.
Here is one. Does the package come with meal plans and workouts too? You want to answer that, Julia?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the package comes with meal plans and what was the other thing?
Workouts.
Workout, yes. So the all access pack, the challenge pack comes with the shakes, portion control containers, and all the workouts. All the workouts. Dance, mixed martial arts, weights, high intensity, everything. Every single workout that Beachbody has created, you will have access to. And that includes a fitness calendar. So if I were to do a fitness program called Country Heat, for example, I can go in, it has a nutrition plan that's specific to Country Heat. And I can download that. It gives me grocery lists. It gives me some recipes. It gives me I figure out what calorie bracket I'm in. It tells me how many, containers I use each day. It spells it out for you. It also comes with a fitness calendar. So every day I just print it out and I stick it on the wall downstairs. So that's where I work out. And it says, okay, Monday you do this workout. So I just follow it. I'm like, all right, let me log into Beachbody on Demand. All right, go to Country Heat, click down on this, Giddy Up, for instance. Push play, I do Giddy Up, I take a pen, cross. Go upstairs, drink my shake, and take a shower.
I did that one today.
Yeah, you did Giddy Up?
Yep. Yeah, and just for people who don't maybe have good internet or in a remote area, you can get programs on DVDs. So, and in that case, the bundle comes with a set of DVDs. and your meal plan, which is a printout, it's like a booklet. And depending on the program, it might come with the containers. A lot of the newer programs come with the portion fix plan, and it comes with containers. So depending on what your needs are in terms of like technology, but streaming really is the way to go if you have good internet, because you can basically work out in any room with your iPad or your laptop. And I even work out on my front porch sometimes.
Yeah, anywhere.
Yeah.
And this is an example. I just had this. My kids use this as building blocks because I have a couple sets of these. I find this in the office, but this is like one of the containers. And it comes with a sticker too. This is the healthy fats. So I just stuff it in there, however much fits, and then you just eat it. You don't have to, there's no weighing. You don't have to think about it. I don't have time. I'm a mom with 2 kids, all right? I'm lucky if I remember my name on a good day, all right? So I don't need to think anymore. This is so easy.
All right. Any other questions? And did we talk about the 30? Yeah, somebody said the 30-day money back. Everything's guaranteed. So there's no real reason. I tell people the only thing you have to lose is weight.
I love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
seriously. All right. Sounds good. You see any others? Anne-Marie, any other questions? Nope. Okay. All right. End the broadcast.
All right. Good night, ladies.
Night.
Bye.